have your hand,
Yes,
please?
you can.
Thank you.
Did you just go
That's
into your...
basically
Did you just
it.
go into your eyebrow?
No, did you just go into
Did
your
you
eyebrow?
just go into your eyebrow? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And who else to bring me back from the YouTube graveyard? Miss Selena Gomez.
Hello!
And if you wonder why she's looking half... I don't even know what to say.
I can't either because I've been doing this all time. Check it out, you guys.
Half 2016, half 2026. So keep on watching. I have not filmed a YouTube video in years, and the only person who can bring me back is right here. To honor YouTube in its glory days and just glam in general, we're doing 2016 vibes.
Love that. I was in a complete smoky eye era.
Yeah.
And I love that. Really made me feel older. Then once I got older, I
Now
was
we're like
the less.
younger. I know.
The era. That was the time.
Oh my gosh. Queen of 2016 on Instagram. These were the days. We're gonna do a smoky eye on one side. On the other side, we're gonna do a more natural glam.
Look ridiculous. I can't wait to go home to Benny.
It'd be like, which version do you want? I feel like in 2016, we always started with the brow.
I know, mine were always
And
super
the brow
dark.
was always pretty intense.
Oh, it was super, I think you could tell that was when powder was really
It was like
180.
pomade, powder.
Do I look at you or do I look?
You can look wherever you want.
Sorry, I've never
So
done
here's
this
the
before.
thing. Well, I haven't done it in years too, so I feel like we're going through this together.
Great.
I've actually always looked at your brows and thought, like, these are my dream brows to have.
Aw.
Right now, you have a really beautiful fluffy brow naturally, and so you would just do brow strokes in the modern days. Back in the day, we filled in every single little empty crevice, so it was like more of a block brow. This is a pretty structured brow for you, I feel like now.
I like it.
Whereas like, oh, the other side was probably gonna be much softer. After we've just set your base, back in 2016, everybody went in with a warm eyeshadow in the crease.
I remember
It
that.
was a very like warm brown.
Okay.
So before I go any further, I realized I didn't do your other brow. I did the 2016 very, very structured. This side, I'm gonna kind of just play into your natural
Okay.
fluff. Little brow strokes to fill in the gaps. This is so easy.
I wish I was as good as you.
I mean, you don't even need to be. I feel like you just can put a little brow gel. Cancel out any redness with a little concealer. I'm using the Rare Beauty concealer. And on this side, we're not so much focused on carving because we don't really carve as much as we used to. We just kind of cancel out the tones so that
Can you tell me what carving means?
basically putting like a base of concealer or eyeshadow base under your brow, essentially outlining it.
Wait, is that not in anymore?
Well, I
I've
think
done it a
now
few
we
times.
do it in a softer way.
Okay.
Before it was like very boxy and like you do it with your fluffy brow, so it's just not as intense. It's evolved a little bit.
It takes a modern.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of a modern twist. What do you usually do now on your go-to makeup? It's like a little bronzer.
Yeah, just bump it on the side with a little bronzer, but not as defined as I think 2016. I also just haven't had enough me time lately,
Yeah, I feel you.
but
on
not in
that.
a bad way.
Me in a bad
we
way.
have like oh no, why?
I just feel like, I don't know, I think as like a business owner and a mother, it's like,
Of course.
it's just like that's you kind of will end up being lost a little bit of the time, a lot of
That's-
the time.
That's fair.
That looks like your 2016 brow now.
Whoa, that's so weird. Okay, here.
She's like soft, bold.
I'm
Yes.
not mad at either though.
Listen, it's okay to be a little mad at box brows. I honestly feel bad that I led people to box brows back in the day. I may or may not have something new here.
I'm going to ruin it, so I want you to ruin it.
I would
because-
love to leak it. I would love to ruin this. We have a tinted brow gel.
Yes,
Oh,
it's the exact same formula because we love how
I
it
love the
goes. You
formula.
keep doing that. It's not gonna get terribly on your skin. Like you can't even tell that's a tattoo. Sorry. Maybe do it here.
because I don't like when it gets on the skin.
Basically have this in 6 shades.
Oh, I love
clear.
that. This is a lot for a brow gel.
Yeah,
Oh
completely.
my goodness. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, but do you like
also,
it?
It's only okay. This is great because
Yeah.
it's only clinging to the brow hairs and not the skin, and I think that's so innovative. A lot of times I don't use tinted brow gels because I feel like they get on my skin.
I do the same.
Can I turn your face this
Yes,
way?
of course.
Oh,
that
that's
makes me
nice.
so happy.
How did you even do that?
I would say that we kind of stuck by our formula because we believe in it, but we add a formula with a little tint in it. That was just one of the top discussions.
This is
Creating one is you don't want it on your skin.
so interesting. I can even clean the brow and like
Yeah,
with the wand, and it doesn't
You're
get.
like making me so happy.
No, it's just it only clinged to the hairs.
Wow.
It didn't cling to any of your like right here. I was applying the product and it wasn't clinging to the skin, which is like I've never seen that before. We love innovative. We're gonna do a little bit of a wash of bronzer. I'm using the Rare Beauty bronzer here, kind of like a wash over the lid into the crease.
Yeah, for some reason that's where I stay focused, is just that area.
Because it also like pulls the eye out, which is nice. You have very snatched eyes.
Oh, thank you. I do the trick that everyone else does.
Oh, the pulling of the
Pull
ponytail? Mm-hmm.
this back, then you...
What kind of lashes were you wearing in 2016?
It was genuinely the full strip. Like, it looked good because of the... But that was what was in.
Now, since we did the brows, I like to do the skincare next.
Oh, okay,
I don't do
cool.
skincare till after brows.
Really? Why? What is that?
The thing is that if I put too much skincare and then I do brows, they can slip around. You know,
I
because
never
it's
thought
like
of that,
it gets
and
a little
you just answered so
it gets a
many
little
questions
slippery.
I have.
So I always do the brows first, but then once I finish the brows, I go into skincare, and then so I finish the eyes, and then the skincare has time to settle in. So yeah,
She's smart, guys.
I'm using our Desi Skin. This is
I've
my
never
brand.
tried. I'm excited to try
And this is
it.
actually the first time people are seeing like new packaging. This is Agua Fresca.
Oh, so it's a different color now?
Yes, it was like more of a neutral color, but now we went into this like really bright, fun color.
Beautiful.
It's ultra hydrating and really gentle, and it looks so good under makeup. So it just kind of gives you that glowy base, which you kind of already have.
No, but it's actually really hard to find this kind of texture because it feels really good, and then use makeup.
Yeah, it kind of breaks into like a water.
Mm-hmm.
So all of the things that I formulate, always want them to look good with makeup just because of the background. So you ever have products like skincare products that maybe make your makeup pale?
When my makeup rolls.
Yeah, that.
This is so nice. I love the way this feels.
Very hydrating. And this is our Agua Fresca. It's like, it's part of the franchise, and it's the eye cream. So this has a little bit of a cooling.
I feel like I'm out of the spa.
This is gonna have time to sit while we finish the eyes. How long do you usually sit in glam? Like what's your normal glam time? Mine is like 2.5 hours.
When I work with Hung Bingo.
Yes, he's great. I love
He's really great. 3 to 3.5
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
It's so funny, and it's very sweet when someone says, "Oh my goodness, you look effortless."
And you're
I
like,
just
you
think
don't
of
even know how long this
Everything
took.
that happened, or they'll be like, "Wow, you're just so naturally pretty," and I'm like, "Naturally? This is all fake."
Even when I'm like naturally, it's a whole look.
Yeah.
2016, we were really emphasizing the crease. And we're going to do that today. Into the Rare Beauty palette, and I'm kind of picking up this mid-tone matte brown. Pop that into the crease and really build it.
You're so right about all this.
It's so funny because it's really going against a lot of the ways that I feel now about makeup. Also, I'm so ready for fun again. Like for us to serve looks on the carpet.
I find in music you can be a bit more playful than
Right, like in videos and things.
Mhm. That's why I like playing really cool characters, because you can change
I
your
was-
mood and your tone.
Yeah. I was watching your music video. Can't keep my hands to myself.
That was full smoky.
Oh, we're building.
Ooh.
We're building.
Are
There's
we
no-
building?
We're
We are
building.
building. Known from a very young age that this is what you wanted to do.
No. So I was always an artist and a painter, and like I loved just drawing and things like that. And I was this cocktail server for 6 years, and I hated my job. My manager was like it was awful. And one day Steven came into my work and I was like crying, and he was like, "You should just quit." And I was like, "But how will we pay for everything?" Like, and he said, "Don't worry, like just quit. We'll figure it out." So I did. And he ended up doing photography at like bars and things like that.
Yeah.
He picked up a side job, and he said, "Oh, it's Halloween. They want me to dress up. I don't have a costume." And then I said, "I watched the special effects video on YouTube, and I think I could do it. It's probably similar to painting."
Started with special effects.
Yes. Yeah. No, I started with special effects.
That's sick.
And because I love a freehand art. Like I love a creative, like messy, like nothing with too much precision. Like that's my favorite kind of art. So I did that. He went to work and everybody's like, "Oh my God, who did your makeup?" He said, "My girlfriend did." He said, do you guys do this for a living?" And I said, "Yes." even though
You're
I had
like,
no kit.
always say yes.
I had no kit. I had nothing. We're going to go into the darker shades. We're going to start to like level this up now. No kit, no nothing. And I just started taking people out of my tiny little place for $50 a face, like full special effects, whatever they wanted. I was just like figuring it out.
That's really impressive.
And people started telling me like, you should really put this on YouTube and Instagram. There's this app called Insta. That's how, I don't want to age myself, but that's how old it was. Where it was like Instagram was like still new. You know, we were posting our food filtered pics and stuff like that. They told me you should post this, so I started posting it. People told me to start a YouTube channel, and I did that, and it kind of just snowballed into this like crazy life that I would have never been able to imagine. And I like social media wasn't a job at the time, but it started to become one. So I was like navigating the space and like navigating working with brands and what should I charge? Like this is crazy. And now I'm here doing your makeup.
Really cool.
Crazy.
So awesome.
It was just
like
series.
you were just like, I'm not gonna be miserable, and you like
No, it was a series of yeses. Ended up working on like a show for ABC Family.
Wait.
And yeah, like somebody was like, do you do TV makeup? And I said yes. Looking back now, I'm like horrified because you do realize how like different every, you know, genre of makeup is and what looks good, and I was just going for it. I was doing makeup on Tim Gunn for like this reality show. Girl, it was really ballsy of me.
I love the confidence.
And yeah, now it's like I've gotten to work with some of the most major brands and made a whole career out of it, out of that one day that quit your job and let's figure this out.
An act of bravery.
Yes.
I think that's something I really needed to work on when I was younger. I still have moments, but I definitely feel the most confident I've ever felt in my life.
Do you feel like with the years, as the years go on, you feel more confident?
I do.
Yeah.
People make the joke often of, I can't wait to get older, because I think that's where some of it comes from. There's all this stuff that we worry about, and now I have to relive it in a way with my sister who's 12, with the drama and the stuff and school, and it's like, do not take me back there.
Do not take me back to school. Okay, we're getting smoky here. Pigment is like really easy to blend. Do you see it's getting smoky, right? Bring in the 2016. You guys want the drama, the before and after drama. Whoa. I feel like I haven't seen you with a full beat, like, well, in a long time.
This is wild.
I know. I need you to bring back a little full beat.
Well, I will do half of that today.
Favorite thing about social media in like 2016?
When it was relatively new and it was a little exciting. I think with time things get very vicious because it starts too much of anything isn't good for us. We've been inundated with so much negativity a majority of the time that it defeats what social media was made for, to be fun and a nice place and you share it with your friends.
I agree. Our frontal lobes weren't developed yet.
That's the problem.
So we wouldn't think about too much. We would just be posting like...
Yes, but then when I hit 23 to 4, it would only be negativity. And even if it wasn't, I'd find it.
No, yeah, it's true. I don't know if this happens to you, but like when Snapchat was like my biggest platform, like I would post just anything and everything. Like I'd be drinking and then I'd post it and I wouldn't think twice about it. Like there wasn't a thing where I would overthink like, oh, would people think this is like inappropriate or will they like break this apart?
That's the stressful part. It's like it's then you get older and you're like, well, I want to not come across too immature.
I kind of see it now come up in my memories and I'm like, oh, I posted that?
Yep, story of my life.
And so now I definitely overthink more, and I think nobody is meant to be subjected to like so much outside opinion on themselves. Like I just don't think that any one human we weren't built to kind of handle that. I don't worry about like my kids. I'm like, oh my gosh.
How could you not?
Tell me, what do you do on your free time?
Majority of what I do is genuinely disconnect.
Yeah.
I think I'm really good at knowing how to take time for myself. Constantly want to work on myself.
That's good.
So whether it's, going to therapy, for me, church is a place I go to. It just kind of stimulates like thought-provoking things that make me really happy. I love watching Benny do everything he does because it's just the coolest feeling when you have like the biggest crush on your husband.
I love that.
He cooks and
See, you did good. You
sings
got to
and-
get you a man that cooks. My man
I
cooks
do
too.
not that well.
I
Mine's
don't either.
he's very.
I can cook. I just want everyone to know I can cook. If
I can.
forced to.
I think I can. I think I can.
I think you probably can. Here's the thing: is like us as we can do anything we put our minds to, but
That's
if
true.
we don't have to, why?
It's also equally intimidating to cook with him because I'll say, you know, Maggiano's, that old Italian place.
Yeah.
It's like he'd say, yeah. I'd go, those stuffed mushrooms.
And then he
slap."
makes them.
I went down an hour and a half later and he made them.
Oh my gosh.
He just was like, okay, great. I'll look up the recipe.
He's like, I got this. That's so nice. Steven is the cook also for us. To the point where like he cooks the carne asada in my house.
Ooh.
So my family waits for him because he's gotten so good at it that he's like the best.
Yeah.
And that's a high honor. We've got the smokiness.
Oh my
It's
God.
getting smokier, okay? Because we need a contrast. But the lash, I know it's gonna look crazy because it's too
But
different.
it's good because I could do this and I'll do this.
Okay, so this side, I'm gonna do like a really soft bronzer, and then I'm gonna do the lightest reflect so that it kind of gives you a little something. But it's
Ooh,
not doing too
reflect.
much. Yeah, a little reflect, you know, like a glimmer. So then you just press a little bit of a reflect. I like a shimmer that's like not too shimmery. It just has like a soft wet look almost. You have good lashes too. You have, like pretty full lashes.
My dad and mom have great
Oh,
lashes.
and brows, I'm sure.
But my mom did the really, really
Skinny brows.
one. So she's always like, oh, I shouldn't have. But I like her brows because she can like make them still that bold look.
Yeah. I always say that like my brows are a gift and a curse because I don't have a lot of eyebrow hairs, but I've learned to like build a brow from scratch.
Yeah.
It like landed me with like huge brow collaborations and like campaigns that I'm shocked because people always say they love my brows and I'm like, I have no brows.
I do, but it's also like it's such a gift to be able to do that.
I can't believe you've never done this. Like at this, like I thought like for sure
Well,
at some point.
because I also feel intimidated.
You do? Why?
Well, because it's like
It's a new thing.
It's a new thing. I'm not used to it.
I always like to do an eyeshadow. This is like a brand new one. I just got this in
shadow
Tokyo.
first, and then
Yeah, shadow is more forgiving. And then this is like a brand new liner that I just opened up.
cute.
From Japan. We just got back from Japan. Like, you know, they always have fun makeup and stuff there.
Go for fun and work.
We just went for fun. We went to a Bad Bunny
Yay.
concert. It was so fun.
A cool place to see him.
Yeah. And I've been dying to see him, so I was like, perfect. There's your baby wing. And we're gonna do some.
I'm such a sucker for it.
She's like, yes.
Did have the
You
lighter
did have the rim. Do you want to do it yourself?
Yeah. What happens sometimes is I feel like I have to sneeze.
Oh,
I'll
you can do it in there.
I remember why I don't do this now.
Why?
Because
Is it-
it's gonna take me about 3 days to actually get rid of it.
Oh, see, there she is. The
Oh,
inner waterline
wow.
brought you back from 2016.
It's just so intense.
It's so intense, but I love it.
Do you mind if I use the
It-
black?
yeah, you suck.
Because I want to really show what I used to do. Because you see how
Okay.
that's very pretty. but-
Yeah, I want to see it. Go all the way.
Help me.
What happened?
I don't know. Did anything happen?
I think you just got a little at the top, but like that. No, I kind of live for it. I just put a little eyeshadow there.
I just remember even when it was brown, I was like,
Ooh,
I want
yes.
black. I want black.
Okay, so I'm gonna do.
Definitely wore more of that kind of look, but they would never cut really that much.
I'm gonna have you do your mascara while I prep the
Okay.
lashes.
Even the applicator is just so, like, watch, I just have to go.
wait, curl it.
Oh, damn it. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, phew. Did it.
Okay, we got it. It is a wispy. It's not like
We were cool.
I was wearing really crazy lashes. Like,
Yeah, me too. This is the one time I'm always silent. Have
Yep.
to be so precise.
that is a strip.
Wow, you really put that on like well.
So much
So
easier to
good.
put lashes on somebody else. One of the easiest things for me as far as like the makeup look, but it's the doing them on myself that's harder. Did you curl your other side?
Oh no.
Can you? Let me just make sure it's clean. I just didn't want you to put mascara. Here you go. See how there was like
Ah ha ha.
sometimes it'll get all over the lid. Yes.
May I try this one without a lash? Because I actually
Okay, let's do it.
prefer that.
No lashes now.
And then maybe we'll see what that looks like. Then maybe
No, I love
few
that.
individuals.
Let's do it.
She's like, I already see it, and it's okay. I embrace that I'm a little messy, a little spoolie.
This
yeah,
is your
see, that's
super-
that, and then I feel like I should be on a motorcycle. God.
We have your foundation here, brand new foundation, which modern matte,
New, true to myself, matte foundation.
true to yourself.
Everyone buys a product, it is true to yourself because you're picking your color. We have 48 shades,
That's
which
insane.
genuinely couldn't make me more proud of what we did. Starting the company about 6 years ago to where we are now, we're not afraid to do all of that.
Right.
I know it's a lot and can be intimidating. I want everyone to feel included. So I'm really stoked about this one.
Huge
You know what
accomplishment
I
to do
hear?
foundation.
People want high quality products with less steps.
Yeah.
Because that's me. Packaging, no caps because I lose them. Unlock.
Can I show you something really quick?
But
This
I
is what I
always-
love about you, that I lose all my caps. I'm known for
Always,
that.
and-
For that, so I just want you to see that my new launch too also has no cap with the toggle.
Love that. Yes.
Do you see great
For the
minds
girlies,
that like
yes, look.
the toggle? We both did the toggle, which I have not seen that. And then when you did that, I was like so
Me
excited.
too.
I lose the cap
What is
every
this
time.
one?
This is my sunblock.
You could apply a little sunblock.
Yes.
And a little foundation.
I just thought that was so genius. 'cause
I
I
look
lose the
insane.
caps. I know. I love it for you. I love it for you. I'm not gonna lie.
Basically, it is a 3-in-1. Primes, covers. I only use one pump to do my face.
I feel like you don't need a lot. I actually use this.
Did
I've
you?
already tried it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then
Yeah.
you know. So, but
It's
it
amazing.
is really nice. I use one pump every day.
Everyone is so excited about it.
So you want matte a little
Yes,
bit?
I do, especially in the center of my face. So like a lot
Yeah.
of times I love to keep like the center of my face matte. We all love like a thinner coverage now, especially like as you get older, I feel like thinner. So I always like diffuse the foundation from the inside to like kind of make everything seem a little bit more poreless, because matte does hide like imperfections, which I love. So I always keep
Yeah.
it matte, and then I'll just like feather it out to the outer parts of my face so it's like not too much.
I do the same thing.
The thing about 2016 is we were caking on matte, which is
Yeah.
not something we do now. The most matte foundation that we could find.
Oh, so do it, babe. Hit me.
So we were using the most matte foundations, but then we were adding highlight as if it was the last day that we could ever add highlight in our lives. We looked crazy.
Guilty. I've
Yes.
done that for
It was
sure.
Like, it was like
I call it a frosty move.
yes, white cast.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, wow, I was really influencing so many girls to just blindly bathe in highlight. It looks
It's
gorgeous.
so-
Even with a lot of foundation, like you can tell you don't need this much, but
Oh,
it does look
thank you.
really beautiful. I see you have like redness. Like
Yeah,
we
so
all
I
have
have
redness.
a lot of redness here, and in here I have a little discoloring in melasma.
Yes.
So that's what I wanted, was basically.
Do you feel like it covered everything, especially the redness
Mm-hmm.
here? So you're right.
The ingredients in the foundation have some healing properties. We have algae extract, sodium
nice.
hyaluronate, and ginger root, which helps with redness.
Oh, I love that. No
Yes.
foundation yet. And like, look at how amazing this covered.
So dramatic, I said.
We were dramatic in 2016. We were dramatic. We were doing matte, and it was like stiff matte, like very shellac.
Always.
We were shellacking the matte,
A little cakey.
but this is like flexible. Like a flex. It's a flexi matte.
As I
I think
go.
I just made that up. If you want to hire me for marketing, I feel like. Okay, so on this side, we're gonna do it how you do it, which is a little dot here and there,
Yeah.
just a little bit of foundation.
Like a little here, definitely in here. Can I have your hand,
Yes,
please?
you can.
Thank you. Here.
Did you just go
That's
into your? Did
basically
you just
it.
go into your eyebrow?
No, did you just go into
Did
your
you
eyebrow?
just go into your eyebrow?
You know what? People like the authenticity. So
That was-
sorry. Do you see why I like makeup artists now?
Okay,
I
so
kind
show
of just
us.
go a little bit in here and get all of, because I use it even as like a little.
Concealer.
Yeah.
So we don't have time.
I love things that are on the go.
We don't have time for all the other stuff.
So I'm gonna use my 4-in-1 mist to make it a little
More squishy.
squishy. Tried to do sponges before, but this one feels so good. It has a long flat area than the small. And to make sure I get all that.
I do love using a mist because then it just kind of makes the foundation a little bit thinner. You can totally see the difference between the side where we like shellacked and this side. It is without concealer. You can't even see the melasma really. Like it covered so well, and it's just sheen enough.
Hello to
Hello. Stick contour is huge in 2016, but warm. Like we were all kind of using really warm, when in reality we should have been using like something like this. This is technically a bronzing stick, and this is a contour. But I think at the time I said they are one and the same.
I know.
Actually, I was known for having a bronzer helmet, so like I would put. You remember Jeff? Put a little bit of this here. And then I would apply it straight to the face. I would apply it straight to the face. Just, we were painting, but I was applying a lot. Jeff knows. I think it's important that all of you guys know that Ask Jeff is filming us right now, which is so full circle because if you know...
Wait, I don't understand. Is this like a reunion?
This is a reunion of me and Ask Jeff filming my YouTube videos. So like back in 2016 and on, like all my Halloween crazy like special effects makeup videos and a lot of my makeup tutorials at Ipsy when I was with them was with Ask Jeff. I ended up starting a studio like in my own house, so I would just film videos like...
That's true, because I started feeling, especially with photography and like selfies for makeup stuff, I am always like, I'll do a good selfie. I know how to do it.
You know, doing it on my own at my home, I would just film myself, but like back in the day, everyone knew.
Isn't it so nice though to have someone, because then you like have someone to trust and lean on.
How warm and like dramatic this is.
Ooh.
It's like pretty dramatic, but this is what we were doing. All the makeup artists hated us back then. They were like, who are these influencers showing people this crazy new technique?
This melasma line. I've talked about it on Instagram. A lot of people have mistaken it for a mustache, I wish, because then I could shave it.
Right.
But it is with me for life. Wear your sunscreen. But the pressed powder that we've released was really important for me to hit those harsh lines that we did in 2016. But for me, this is all the time now. And then you brush it out, obviously. A little bit more comfortable with that. Then you can just kind of make sure you pat it. But the 2016 remember where it's like
right here?
Yeah, that was so intense.
So on this side, we're going to use a little bit of your concealer.
Because we're going to pack that on.
To go in with like a little bit more close to skin tone color. Not too bright. And then you can brighten the areas that you want to brighten in.
We thought was really working.
Yes.
It would photograph.
It was like very white cast. I think that we were really like learning about contour and highlight, and so we were like, if you can't see clearly where I contoured and where I highlighted, we're not doing it right. Whereas like now, you don't want to see it. You want to know that it's there. You know, look at that bright under eye. That's pretty bright.
Next time you see me on anything, which might not be for a while to be honest, because I'm tired.
Same.
I'm gonna do the dark shadow for you.
I want a dark smoky eye.
There is this whole phenomenon where it's a study that's actually been proven in many cases. The age you get famous is kind of the age people stop evolving. It's harder to, maybe I should say that.
That's what I'm going to say. Maybe it's that people see you in that age forever, and so it just makes it feel like
get
you're
out
in a box.
of that.
Yeah.
Oh, we're baking until we make it.
We're baking it until we make it. This is going to be a heavy bake. Benny, I'm so sorry. It's going to be two different people. I don't know. I don't know.
You know what? I actually am going to film his reaction.
Oh my gosh.
He's painfully nice that he'd probably go, hey, it looks cool. If I'm going to walk in and I'll be like, hey. And they act like
everything's normal. Yeah, don't say anything. Just have two totally different faces.
Oh my God, I'm going to record that.
I'm not getting shy with the baking. We're using the Rare Beauty translucent.
Try to do this is easier.
There you go. Honestly, when you cover the other side, it kind of eats. When you don't cover the other side, you look crazy a little bit, but
mad at this.
It's giving fresh face. Sorry to your under eyes for all this powder later.
No.
But this is really brightening, actually. Ready? And then we're going to use a powder bronzer.
Sorry?
Turn this way so I can see on camera.
I keep making. I'm going.
No, please. White wear, girl. You're giving orange, and I love it. You're giving bronze.
We are still beating
We're giving
2016
bronze
right now.
Yeah, we're giving bronze. We're just kind of blending it all in as much as we did back in the day, which is really warm to light ratio. Kind of tying it all in.
People are going to have the weirdest memes from this. I'm going to be like...
Honestly, at least if you guys are going to make memes, make them good.
You know
Like,
what?
make
You know what's
them
funny?
good.
My favorite meme is actually the ugliest one of me, but it's so funny.
What's
I'm
it?
sure you've seen it. I'm sure all of you have. It's me going... Because I was talking about my fans, and I was such a little pipsqueak, and I'd go...
I love that.
Really just a face of me doing that. Well,
Good
there
meme.
goes 2026 version.
Thank you. Can you guys make a meme of the updated?
All
Good
right, you
meme.
can.
I live for a good meme. I think that's the highest honor. Make me into a meme.
That's true. Oh,
I'm using your contour in the shade Mellow.
mellow.
This is like how I would do it now, which is on the back of my hand, a little bit softer. And we
Yeah, that's kind of how I use it too.
really work it into the brush so you're not adding like too much product. I'm gonna go left-handed here. Interesting because you think this would be a lot, but once you work it into the brush, it really just diffuses, so it's not like a harsh line. Okay, in 2016, I don't remember doing liquid blush. This side, we're gonna go in with the blush. My favorite shade is Happy. I can't live without Happy. This is yours.
Yeah, Hope is my favorite.
I mixed a little bit Hope and Happy, but to go with your quick steps, I use Happy as my blush, my lipstick, on my center of my lips every single day.
Thank you.
So it's one of my favorites. I think that's probably the most that I talk about from the product is like the blush because it gives this like really juicy, youthful glow. So now we're using cream blush. On this side, we're just gonna go in with powder. I was like not using a lot of creams in 2016.
So, the Liquid Touch blush is like my baby. It's like my first child.
It's honestly one of the best products.
A special place in my heart.
Don't ever change it. Don't ever discontinue it because I will come for you.
No, I would never do that.
You know when brands take away their, like, one of my...
No, this is my
It
favorite.
is so
This
good.
is one of, this one is so special to me.
No, it just kind of
See,
brings
girl?
you to life. You look so juicy
See,
and
girl?
supple. Look at that. I love this blush. Again, even though the foundation's matte, it like doesn't look like plastered. Definitely, it's a different sleigh, but look how radiant.
Sorry, this has got to be my vibe.
Juicy. To go with
I
the
can't help it.
To
I
go
love
with
that.
the glow, we're gonna use your liquid on this side, and then on this side, we're gonna use powder. What I love about a good matte foundation is matte is going to diffuse the imperfections and make them look soft, which, you know, you can add the glow back in with a glowy highlight. Look at that. It's like you're matte where you want to be, and you can glow where you want to glow. I always love a glowy forehead.
Girl.
I love a glowy forehead. I love a glowy nose.
Thank you so much. I feel so great on this side.
See, she loves this side. But look at that highlight.
I love it.
You don't see a powder.
It's so like true to me.
We're gonna go in. Don't be shocked. Okay, turn all. There you go. And then what we did was we were like, if it wasn't blinding,
I didn't want it.
if it wasn't a streak of white on our face, it wasn't good enough. And this highlight, oh my god.
My face. I'm like, do I look okay?
We did it here, and then definitely on the Cupid's bow. So
Oh yeah.
I have to use my finger because the tip of the nose was like a little dot.
Little
Always.
Cindy Lou Who.
Always.
Are
You Christmas. Inner corner.
Oh, always the inner corner. But can I be real 1 second?
Yeah.
I was about to show you how bad I was. This part?
You put it on the apples?
You think I'm joking?
You literally.
Imagine me on stage. I'd be like,
You put it on the apples? On the under eye? Just know that was not me. If I put that on my under eyes,
is
I
a
would
whole
look
other
absolutely
world.
crazy. We're
This
gonna do
is
your
fun.
lips. And now we do blush like a little higher, but at the time, can you give me a little smile? Like a little, yes, we were doing apples of the cheeks. We weren't wearing that much blush in 2016, now that I remember. We were more like bronzer highlights. The period makeup is incorrect right now.
oh my gosh, you're so right.
We didn't wear blush. We just did so much bronzer. I don't know.
Look at that. There's actually not a single blush.
Very,
on.
very little peach. So
Okay,
this,
want to be closer to you.
okay, this side, we're gonna just do, what color is this? Kind Words Worthy. We're all still wearing lip liner. That hasn't changed.
2016, I wore lip liner because of the makeup artist, but it wasn't as overly filled. It was very refined.
And I wore just lipstick unless I was wearing a vampy lip. Then I wore a lip liner.
I would get that because I liked red lip, and I was like, I can never do that on my own.
Do you tend to use like a darker lip liner on the outside or just more of like...
Yeah, but that's, even though I do think that's still an element of old school, it makes me
It's
happy.
still, I mean, I think all of us do.
Yeah, I'd probably do that now.
On the other
Wait,
side...
what does it look like?
Well, on this side it's lined, but on the other side...
Doing it half and half is really confusing. Clarify something here. I've never gotten my lips done. People do it. If I wanted to do it, I will do it, damn it. But I'm just saying.
This is lip liner. The other day I actually did this where I did half lip liner and half not because anytime I wear lip liner, people are like, ooh, she got her fresh lips. And I'm like, not against, not no, but also it's lip liner this time.
It's tricks.
I'm going to do the lipstick on both sides here. But on the other side, we're just going to do lip.
How long have you been doing this?
I started in 2012. And
you know so much. I forgot all about the trends and stuff. You made me like revisit my childhood in a way.
It's fun to kind of go down the different memory lane that we did. In 2020, I had my babies and things slowed down in general, just like in life. And so I slowed down with the makeup looks and stuff, and then nobody wanted to wear makeup because we were all just chilling. I think it kind of just rewired my brain.
I'm honored that you chose us to do your first video back.
Honestly, it's pretty iconic. I'm honored to have this be my video back. I've been wanting to come back because I do miss the community that is YouTube. I feel like YouTube is a community and I can talk for as long as I want. Other platforms, I do feel like I have to hurry up and say what I need to say or else people will scroll past and is this gonna hit the algorithm? And it's like with
the
YouTube,
attention span is crazy.
Yeah, and with YouTube, I do feel like people just like to be here because it is really
Girl,
nice.
I am
Look at
wildly
her.
impressed.
Wait, let me just finish setting you and then you're all done.
Then
slow down in makeup.
She's like, then I created and ran 2 companies, but then I came back.
Yes.
It's so impressive.
Thank you.
No, first off, I knew you'd do a great job, but I'm saying it's actually crazy that I don't mind both. But yes, obviously I'm not.
I didn't contour your nose because we were huge in nose contouring, but I also don't feel like your nose needs contouring. Do you still contour it?
Thank you. Yeah, every
it's
time.
So itty bitty.
Every time. You're so sweet, but I think the highlighter's deceiving you.
She has such an itty bitty nose that I'm like, where would we ever contour? Do Me Over by Desi Skin. Ready?
Wait. Will you give me some of the freebies?
Yes, I'm gonna give you all of this. This is brand new. You can have it all. You're gonna love this oil. It's so nice.
Good for you.
It's not like traditional oil. It's like, first of all, I actually use to blend into my foundation when I want a skin tint. It does not break your makeup up. It's not like overly greasy. It's the best. I use it for everything.
That's something I would love.
So I blend it with my makeup and it doesn't break up. So it's really great. And this is our setting spray. So I want to just go ahead and we love to mist the whole face. And I know yours is a little bit glowier. So on this side, I'm gonna.
Hello?
Look at this side. Oh, 2016, 2026. Wow.
Wait, hang on. That's great.
Can you give me one of these, like, on the 2016 side, you know? Look at her. Yes. And over here, she's giving fresh face. The clean girl makeup. No makeup.
Ooh, my husband will not be able to keep his hands to himself tonight.
Which side will he prefer?
Which girl am I gonna get?
Tune in to find out.
First off, she's the best. I love hanging out with her. I hung out with her all day. This is so great. I'm so honored. Thank you.
I'm honored. This has been amazing.
Also, I appreciate that you make stuff that's honestly really easy and comfortable and safe. It makes me really happy. And I love meeting your team. Everyone's so lovely. Thank you for doing this because it's actually crazy.
Thank you for being my comeback to YouTube because I really needed a push back into my passion. I'm so passionate about this. I kind of needed that to just start back up. And so what an honor to this be my first video back. And I wouldn't have it any other way than making you look half 2016 and half 2026.
I honestly feel the same. I'm really stoked about this.
Bye. We
Wait,
have to,
which version do you want to say goodbye to?
not 2016.
end it.
I don't want to say goodbye to 2016.